evaluations. Tonight, as a general evaluator and also as the evaluator of two of our speakers, I will start with letting you know that I'm going to be providing constructive feedback as well as Robin. Evaluations are based on specific objectives detailed in our manuals. They should be incisive but highly encouraging as to provide a positive learning experience for the speaker and for our audience. 3 P's of evaluation are praise the speaker for achieving the speech objectives, points to grow on, 1 to 2 suggestions for improvements, preferably demonstrated, positive encouragement to implement those points in the future speeches. Mike, could you please give us the report for the manual speeches?
Manual speech. General evaluator Bob Howe qualified at 5 minutes 50 seconds. Tony DeAngelis qualified at 7 minutes 28 seconds.
Whoa.
Whoa. Cher Trenholm qualified at 6 minutes 48 seconds.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Mike. We'll begin with our speech evaluators. Moi is the first evaluator for Bob. How?
I'll pay him $1,
So please welcome Diane. So Bob's speech was on get to the point. I really think Bob got to the point with his message. He involved the audience by asking you guys, do you have a grudge? Have you been there? Does it feel so good? Does it? He learned the hard way. He held it on for so long. I love the saying, never went to college, but paid a hefty, healthy tuition. How many of us can relate to that? We pay that tuition. We take on all that hatred and regret it in the end. One thing about Bob, he always gives us that emotional speech that relates to the audience. And again, with the objectives of his speech, it was to promote sincerity and conviction, which you did. So kudos to you. Always a very touching, emotional speech with a message that we all needed. Thank you very much. Awesome job. And as evaluator for Tony, I shall do that as well. Dim bones. Well, Robin and I know about medical field a little teeny bit, and we deal with dim bones in many ways. Very prepared, a subject that we all can relate to. I love the fact that you gave us an outline. You showed us that you have some knowledge that we didn't know you had. You did very well with that. You used items to replicate the bones in the spongy bone and the marrow, as well as the cortical bone. Visuals are always good at pulling people in, right? People looked very interested in your subject matter. I watched the faces. They're very curious. All eyes were on you the whole entire time of the speech. Again, you demonstrated your knowledge of the DEXA scan and the minerals and the processes of how they affect the bones. Always very confident and in control. Outline, very organized, great visuals, examples. One thing I would have liked to have learned, you talked about how your wife's bone density test was really good, and she must have followed your plan. I would have liked to know her regime. What did she do that was different than most of us ordinarily do that got her that great bone density? that would have just kicked in your speech. That would have made us all converts, and we would have been doing, we were saying, what do we do? What do we do? We'd be hitting you up after the speech. That is my one suggestion. And again, your strongest assets are your confidence and your knowledge. Excellent job. Our next evaluator tonight is Robin Adley, and she will be evaluating Cher, our speaker number 3. Welcome, Robin.
Thank you.